Welcome back to another episode at Gunslinger Speed Shop with me, the Gunslinger. And today I'm going to tell you why you should never give a shit what anybody has to say. Now, me personally being very big on social media, making a lot of noise, I've experienced an awful lot of hate and criticism and online, what's the word? Twats. I learned very quickly that none of this even matters. So if you are that person that is bothered and upset by hateful, hurtful comments online or things that people, even in your day-to-day life, things people may say, I'm going to tell you a little something that's going to completely change your perspective on it and, you know, build that rhino skin and teach you that none of it fucking matters. People will always tell you, don't worry about what other people say. They just, you know, they don't understand. That you can't let these people upset you because you don't know them, you know, just focus on you. And nobody really understands why, right? That message that you're giving to people doesn't mean shit if you don't understand why, right? Because it's very easy to just say, you know, just don't listen to them. It really isn't that simple, right? You've got to understand why it's coming and where it's coming from to truly not give a shit. And, you know, I learned this very early on. I've never really cared what other people think anyway. However, when I did start social media and I started getting a bit mental and making a bit of noise, the noise was very negative. And it came to the point where I literally was getting death threats, to the extreme of death threats. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Over a bit of content. People insulting what you do, mugging you off, taking a piss, death threats, inboxing me, sharing your stuff, editing your stuff to make you look worse, you know, clipping your videos and fabricating stories that are just simply not true. It really is just like the lengths people will go to try and insult you and mug you off or, you know, be detrimental to your business. The lengths people will go to is absolutely absurd to me. It's absolutely absurd. Do better with your life. Do you not have jobs to go to? Oh no, that's another point I'm going to touch on. When you're getting hateful comments all throughout the day, what do you think them people are doing? Because they probably don't have a job. If you want to go down that road, we can go down that road. So let's kick this off with the most important part of this video about where hate comes from. I'm telling you for a fact, factually, 100% factually, that hate only comes from below. Only. If you've done nothing wrong, hate will only come from below. It will never come from above. Let's say, I don't know, let's make it really simple, right? As a man, if I am doing well and there is somebody trying to do what I'm doing and he's not quite there yet, I would never, ever dream of insulting him. I would never, ever, it wouldn't even cross my fucking mind to have any thoughts negative towards him, to hate on him, you know? Maybe I might give him some feedback or some criticism if he asks for it. But until that point, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to actively pursue advice. I'm not going to give him advice that was unasked for, right? Uninvited advice is rude. If you don't ask me, I won't fucking tell you, right? I would tell you to your face that I don't like you or something like that. But when we come into people's work and businesses and, you know, they're trying to fucking build themselves up and do something, I'll keep my motherfucking mouth shut, right? If someone asks me for advice, of course I will help them. I will always help them. I'm going to charge them money, or, you know, I will give people my fucking time and I will help you, right? That's how it works. If someone is doing better than me, I'm not that person. But occasionally I've slipped into that situation where I look at someone that's doing better than me and I'm like, huh, prick. You know? And it's out of jealousy. It's out of jealousy. I'm not that sort of person and I will keep these thoughts in my head, right? Sometimes I do have them. I'm only human. We're all entitled to be jealous. It's just for the way the world goes round. But for many people that don't have such strong self-control, they let that out. And because they're behind a keyboard, because they're not happy with their own lives, because they're jealous and they're fueled with envy, like this, they're bums sitting at home, getting benefits, they've got nothing better to do with their lives, they've got no jobs to go to, whatever, fucking 20 kids, all funded by everybody else. And they've got nothing better to do. And they sit there behind the safety of their keyboard with their unprofiled pictured accounts, these no name, No details, no where they live, none of their own videos, no profile picture, no nothing, top secret, anonymous account, and they sit there and they start bullying and they start picking and they start being dickheads and they have absolutely no fucking clue what they're talking about for starters. And if they do start talking and they sound like what they do, they've probably got it off of Google, because 9 times out of 10 I've researched some of the information that has been said on my posts, and it comes up with exactly the same word for word explanation on Google, and it's completely fucking irrelevant to what you're even talking about in the first place. Hate will only ever come from below, never from above. So if people piss you off, say things you don't like, just know that you're already a better person than they are, because it will only ever come from below. There is no other way about it. You will never get hate from above, ever. It will always be from below, unless you fuck up and you are a dick and you deserve it. That's different. But even then, successful people don't get involved in this sort of shit because it's beyond them. It's you know, it's below them. They don't give a shit. They've got their own lives to deal with. So same thing again, really. It's still going to only come from below. So when people come to me and they say, you know, they ask for social media advice and they say, how do I grow my videos? I should fucking charge for this shit. If I don't, I give it out for free. I help people. I like to help people. Like, I don't want to see the poor man struggle, the poor man that's trying struggle, right? Struggle is good, but I mean, like, when someone is stuck and they don't know how to move forward and they desperately want to, I've been in that position. Mate, I will fucking help you. I will help anybody. And they come to me for advice and they're like, look, I've got all this stuff I want to do and I want to post these videos and blah, blah, blah. I want to do this and do that, blah, blah, blah. But I'm scared to put my face on TikTok, YouTube. I'm scared to put my face in a video. What if someone judges me? What if someone judges my work? What if they then, you know, they know what I look like and they know that I'm the one that fucked up? Good. Fucking good. It doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit. Just post the fucking video. Literally just post the video. It makes... People's comments mean shit. They don't mean nothing. Literally, the amount of... Mate, I can't even put some of the things on the screen, and there's no point putting the things on the screen that I can put on there, because then you won't understand the extent of how serious the situation is for me, right? I have about, across my platforms, I think about 250 to 300,000 followers. And which might not sound massive, but these followers are engaged, right? I have a good engagement rate. So it's not like I have millions of followers and some of them watch. I have 300,000 followers and most of them watch. So it's quite a strong platform. And I get it all the time. I get these hates, and I'll probably get between 20 and 30 hateful messages or comments a day, minimum, right? That's on a good day. That's before... I mean, that's just the ones I see, to be fair. But inboxes are the good ones. People take their time to actually inbox you, you know, like a 2-3 paragraph message, essay, hating on you, telling you how they wish you were dead. And, you know, when in reality, you could have messaged me and said, look, I'm having a bit of a bad time. I see you're in a better position than me. You're where I want to be. Is there any advice? Mate, I would get that person's number and I'd probably fucking ring them and have an hour-long conversation with them for free, you know? I'm not that sort of person. But instead of doing that, instead of facing the fact that they're going to have to do some work and get off their arse to achieve their goals, they'll just sit there and mug me off because I must be the bad person. Sorry about that, guys. My camera overheated yet again. Mate, I don't know what it is with this DJI. It's almost brand new and it can't deal with a bit of heat. Like, it gets a little bit warm and the bloody thing turns off. Right, back to the point. Hateful people are generally fat, lazy, unemployed scumbags that their opinion is worthless. It means nothing. You shouldn't be upset about it. You know, don't worry about what people are going to think of you online, because hateful comments will only come from people below you, right? People, oh, what if someone says something horrible to me? Like, I don't think I could cope with that. Well, then that's your problem, right? If you're the sort of person that's going to be bothered by a comment by someone that means nothing at all, nothing in your trade, nothing to do with you, don't know what they're talking about, if that's going to bother you, then you need to work on your own self-esteem and your own self-respect and your own self-will. You need to work on yourself, long story short, because if you're bothered by that, then fuck me. You're going to have a hard time in the world, right? The world is a horrible place, and if you can't cope with a couple of comments that upset you from people that mean nothing, then you've got serious problems, right? Make the videos, make the content, post the content, ignore the fucking comments. It doesn't mean shit. In my experience, hateful comments means one thing, which is why I actually love hate comments. I love the haters. I'm more appreciative to my haters than I am my fucking lovely, fantastic, true followers. Because if you are getting hate, you are doing something right. You are doing something different. You are making moves. That is why you get hate, right? This car has had so much fucking love, so much effort, so much skill, so much gone into it, and people are hating on it online. Why? Because they could never fucking do it. It doesn't mean shit, right? Don't care about fucking haters. Fuck them. Get on with your life, do what you need to do, make your videos, make your money, be successful, and leave them at the bottom. If you have experienced hate online or any of these problems or have any of these concerns, feel free to jump in the comments. I will fucking converse with you. We can chat about it and I will answer your questions. But for now, it's incredibly hot and my camera keeps overheating, so I'm gonna have to bloody turn it off and fucking, what a waste of money, eh? Anyway, have a good one. Thanks for watching to the end. Jump in the comments, let us know you're here. Any advice, I will give it to you from the king of not giving a shit. Please hit me up in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you all. See you later. Toodle pip. See you in a bit. Much love. Mwah.